The violent protests forced a government shutdown in 21 provinces as protests spread over skyrocketing prices and economic collapse. Businesses, universities, and government offices closed in response to a government-ordered shutdown. The People's Mojahedin Organization of Iran shared footage online showing violent confrontations between security forces and protesters in various provinces. Shouts of death to the dictator and death to Khamenei rang out as reports of at least 7 people killed. The protests are the largest in Iran since 2022, when 22-year-old Mahsa Amini died in police custody after she was detained for not wearing her hijab correctly. Israeli-Iranian actress and commentator Sogan Sarah Fakhri says these protests are different from others in the past.
Like if the past protests were just death to the dictator or get this regime down, without any definition of who is going to rule Iran after, this one has a leader. They call for Pahlavi back.
Fakhri says Iran has gone from being an amazing country with great capabilities to a state where people don't have money for bread. She said Iranians have been crying out for help for a long time.
Since 2016, I'd like to say, I've been receiving messages all the time from Iranians who are asking Israel's support to eliminate this regime. Do I think that it should be someone else's job? No. Do I think that we can support and be the voice of support to those people? Yes.
The Iranian president blamed the current economic crisis on an ongoing war with Iran's enemies.
Right now, the enemy has placed most of its hopes on knocking us down through economic pressure. You cannot conquer a nation with bombs, fighter jets, or missiles. To defeat us, they would have to come and face us on the ground.
The protests come after a report from Iran International on Sunday that Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is developing chemical and biological warheads for its ballistic missiles. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu discussed the possibility of a second strike on Iran this year in his meeting with President Trump in Mar-a-Lago, Florida this week. Trump said another strike was possible. And while in Florida, Netanyahu met with evangelical leaders and told them they represent Christian Zionism that made Jewish Zionism possible. He said the battle against Israel and against Judeo-Christian values is being waged around the globe, and Israel wants to be part of fighting it.
And we're also aware of the fact, as you are, that one country protects the Christian community, enables it to grow, defends it, and make sure that it thrives, and that country is Israel. There is no other, none. We are joining an effort to have basically a United Nations of countries that support Christian communities around the world.
For now, the focus of the Middle East is on the protests in Iran, and the world is waiting to see what happens next. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.